Hello, I did DMT and nothing happened. Let me explain. The experience leading up to the DMT ingestion and the effects of DMT itself. So, this was me and another friend visiting a third friend who lives farther away from us. And on this trip, we had planned to do DMT. So, when the day finally arrived, we met up, we got our DMT pen. That's how we were going to do it. He had a little pen with the DMT, and we went on a walk. The day itself was so good. The weather was amazing, the sun was out, it wasn't too hot, it was a bit windy, so you had that nice chill breeze going. It was so clear, just an amazing day all around. We were walking, we decided to go to this park. That was like a 15-20 minute walk. Very enjoyable walk, we had a lot of fun. The weather was good, we were just hanging out. As we got to this park, we wanted to find a spot to trip at. We walked around for a while because we wanted to be away from all the other people that could potentially see us tweaking out, and we eventually found this bench on the side of some very, very tall hedges on the side of the park, away from all the paths, away from everybody, so we could just sit on this bench and be in quite a lot of privacy with no one really being able to worry us. We then sat around and talked about doing the DMT and hyping each other up to do it, because we were all pretty nervous to take it, because we were all fully expecting to break through and to completely trip out on the DMT. So it took us quite a bit of time to gather up the courage and finally get to hitting the cart. I was gonna go first, and I did end up going first because I guess I was the most ready out of all my friends. Hitting the cart was pretty eventful. I had that large adrenaline spike when I went to go take that first rip, and that helped me keep going. I think we each took 2 rips and then passed it to the other person, and then everyone took 2 rips, and then we passed it around for 2 more circles, doing 1 rip at a time. So I took my first rip, I took my second rip, I then passed it to my friend who also did the same, and then he passed it to the third friend who also did the same. Over the time of them passing and ripping the cart, I had started feeling a little bit strange, like everything got brighter, and I was just feeling weird. When I took the third rip, I had that feeling of that the DMT gives you, of it pulling you, and I still remember it to this day. It feels like you're getting pulled to the left and down behind you. That's what it feels like, and everyone who does DMT gets the same pull. Both my friends got the same pull. Another guy who had later tried DMT also got the same pull. Are you feeling like you're getting pulled down and to the left behind you? And he was like, damn, yeah, how do you know? So everyone gets the same pull, and I got that pull. Then the card got passed back to me again. I hit it a 4th time. I start getting this feeling inside my head, like I'm falling into my head, falling away from reality and into my mind. Then see the grass start layering on top of each other. So it looked like a new floor of grass was sliding out from the grass that I could see on the horizon, and it slid out in stairs of those layers of grass out towards me. The sky then started to diverge from the middle of my vision and kind of split in 2, and in that middle split was the same sky, but it was made from hexagons, and that started happening until the hexagons filled about 3/4 of the sky. The color started to shift slightly. It was a bit more purple, and the hexagons had clear borders. It was very, very vivid. But a few seconds pass, and these visions disappear. And that was it. The pull was gone, the sensation of falling into my head is gone, the visuals are gone. Everything is still slightly brighter, and I feel crazy. Another thing after the DMT trip ended that I noticed was how beautiful and worth it life seemed after the trip. It's like it reset my tolerance to life, and I was just enjoying everything a lot more, and everything seemed much more worth it and beautiful. I think it's because the experience of DMT and willing to go through with it was like throwing everything away, and then you only miss stuff when you don't have it. So when I went through the experience and I came back, I was really thankful to be back to my life and that everything was okay. I also noticed a way less intense fear of death. Usually people are pretty uncomfortable at the idea and don't like it, but right after the trip I was completely not afraid of death and all of that. It's since gone away a little bit, though I say my view on death is still changed from after the trip. But that was it. That was the DMT experience. Nothing else happened. And that blew my mind. Here's why. I was thinking I was going in for an ego death and a complete trip out. Yet I still ripped the card 4 times. I hit 4 blinkers of the DMT card. I was fully expecting to experience ego death, and at the time I thought ego death would feel like dying. I still think that ego death would feel like dying, and that's what I was fully going into the experience expecting. I was hyped up, I had my adrenaline rush going, I thought I was going to experience ego death. I was expecting to not come back, or to come back very changed, because if people's first DMT experience is often talked about as being life-changing, and very intense, and very crazy, and I was fully prepared for that with my friends. I was expecting a life-changing experience that would warp my whole perception, and the fact that that did not happen was the trippiest part of it all. When nothing happened, and I was just put back into reality, I almost did not believe it. I thought that maybe I was already tripping out, and I had perfectly reconstructed the reality in my head. I thought that this was the trip. Maybe reality was the trip. Maybe my whole perception was already the trip. Did DMT even have anything to teach me? Or was I simply too good for DMT? Something like that, or not worthy? Because with nothing happens from such a powerful psychedelic that you took 4 blinkers off, you truly think that, like, what the hell is going on? How is this possible? But it still changed my world. It made me look back on my whole life, and then the trip walking back to the place we lived at, me and my friends kept on going, what if this is the trip? What if because nothing happened because life and existence is a trip itself, and DMT simply didn't work on us because we are already in it? And we kept on thinking that what if we just blink one day, what if we just wake up one day and we're back on the same bench where we first hit the cart, and the cart is in our hand, and your friends are looking at you asking, how was that? What do you think? You just wake up one day from your life and experience that. You know, sometimes I get that feeling a lot less now, but when I spammed psychedelics, I really thought that would happen one day. It would have been crazy. The fact that I went through with it, despite being so scared. I mean, me and my friends basically went through knowing that we were going to go and experience ego death, knowing that we were not going to come back the same. Yet together, and as individual people, we still went through with it, and we did it. And that honestly gives me a lot of self-confidence and a lot of respect for my friends, knowing that we were capable of still doing that action that we thought was going to lead to a crazy outcome, knowing the things we could have experienced, and we still did it anyway. Just to reiterate, the fact that nothing happened is insane, because I took 4 blinkers of a DMT card. My friends took 4 blinkers of a DMT card. The way that I know this is real DMT is because I got those crazy visuals. I got the feeling that DMT gives you. My friend, the third friend, actually tripped out on it later. No matter how many times I ripped the card, no matter how many times the second friend ripped the card, nothing happened to us. But the third friend actually managed to trip out on it, and he said it was insane. So it was real DMT. We weren't hitting fake stuff. But the fact that nothing happened to me and to the second friend still blows my mind to this day, after taking 4 blinkers of it and only experiencing those very, very slight visuals. It truly messes with my mind. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.